Hi, good day. My name is John Superville, and today I'm going to show you how to create a user profile with a user account actually, using the Active Directory domain. And what we'll do, we're going on the server machine. We're using server 2008 R2. So what we're going to do is go to Start. We're going to go to, well, I have it here, but we're going to go to Administrative Tools. I'm going to go to Active Directory User and Computers. Click that. When that is open, click Users tab if it's not already clicked, and this is within the test domain. So we're going to make user profile here. So you're going to right click, click New, and you see User. Select that. So here, this little window here is where you're going to put all the rough information about the user that you're about to create. So we're going to create a student. So we're going to go stu student. We do not know initials, but we're going to just put a last name, student test, and we're going to click on the user logon name. So it will be student test 1. So this is what the student is going to log in. This is the name of the login name for the student. So you're going to click next. I'm going to add a password. So the password is going to be, as usual, SSWRD, P capital for the E, at for A, SSW0RD. So here you have some options. So we're going to uncheck this. We're going to check these two for this video. So we're going to click profile the password cannot change and the password never expires. Click next. But you have to make sure that the passwords correspond, otherwise it would not work. So click next. Oh, you see, that's an example. So password, yes, now 1 minute, PASSWORD, PAS, right. So I'm going to click finish. So what we're going to do now is right click and go to properties, and from here where you could add more information about student, the number, etc., the address, or the user, more information about that. And here's where, like, if the example, if the user profile is being locked or blocked, for example, if they put in the password wrong too many times, you're going to run an account, and here's where you go and unblock the account. Here you could select login hours, you know, for how long and when they can log in. You see they are part of the test domain, and here we have a bunch of account options, just like we had before, but in more detail. And here is where you choose where if you want the account, when the account expire. For example, if the student, you want to keep them as by semester base, every 3 months, every, how often. You can click profiles, and we're going to leave this open right here. So to make the pathway files, we're going to go to start computer, we're going to go to the C drive. What we're going to do is make a folder called profiles. So you can see where the profile of the user could be stored. So click enter, click next, right click, properties, sharing, and you click share. Click everyone, add it so they can read and write. So they're gonna click share, so you can see it on the network now. If in more details, you're gonna go to permission. You're gonna click advanced sharing permissions, and here you can actually set the permissions. But for now, you're not gonna worry about that. You're gonna click close. So what you're gonna do, close this. You're gonna go to start network neighborhood. You're going to the server machine. and profiles. Click that, and what you're going to do is this. And copy the path of the file. So you're going to click on top here, copy. You're going to go here, you're going to right click on student test, go to properties, back to the same window, and here's where you're going to paste the path of the file is going to be created. So you're going to, you can either click right click and click paste, or control and V. So you're going to backslash, you're going to enter this here to make it default. Type username percent username percent. Now that's how you're going to do it. Okay, also click apply, and the home folder, will come back to that in a few. Click OK. So what you're going to do now is go to the Vista machine and try to log in. So student test 1, and put the password, and log in. Now when this logs in, now you go to the server machine and you go to that network neighborhood or the C drive, and go to where that profile folder is. You're supposed to see the profile appear here. Reason for that, okay, so you can see, so as they logged in for the first time, you're going to see it here. Alright, so what you're going to do now is I'm going to show how they set the profile as roaming. Actually it's a roaming profile, so I'm going to create 2 new documents. Let's say a folder, test, and a briefcase. So when you log out here and you go to the other machine, you're supposed to see when you log in the same 2 files created. So go to the Vista machine to show that the profile is roaming. Okay, so go to the keyboard, because that option there is not available.
Make your computer make
Okay,
type without
so
the keyboard
here's
on
the
screen.
answer.
Okay.
So Control Alt Delete, close that. So we're gonna log in, student test 1, and the password. Sorry about that. Password. And you're supposed to see if it is successful. You're supposed to see the same settings, the same 2 folders on the desktop. Since the profile is roaming, if the user makes save a settings or copy files on that particular system, seeing that it is being, the settings for that file is being it can be carried across the network very easily. So waiting for this to start. Come back. Okay, now it's finished. Close that, and there we have it. Same 2 test folders. Okay, now we're going to create the home folder. So what you're going to do, minimize this, and we're going to go back to the server machine. We're going to go to Start, C drive. We're going to create the folder Home, and we're going to do the same procedure, follow the same procedure that we did with the profiles. Okay, you're going to add everyone so they can add it, they can read and write. Click share, done. You copy the network path of the file, and you click close, go back to the Active Directory, right click, properties and profile, and here we at it again. So you're going to click connect. I'm going to give it a name, the drive or network drive actually, where you can store information, and you click S for students. You're going to copy the path slash the same percent username percent, click apply, right, click OK, and then when you go to the, you have to log back in as the student. You're going to log in using the Vista machine. That will be quicker. So password, and when it's logged in, it's supposed to see the network drive. And there we have it. So this is, here is the home folder where information will be stored. So that's it for creating a user profile using the Active Directory and a home folder. Bye.